All right, Alex. So the NAL Connect, all the automations are actually done. I'm just going to run through like what it actually takes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I'm gonna follow along with mine too, with my IQ, just so I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're ready. So I'm in your account. Now I'm going to scroll down to funnels and forms, and then we're going to go to surveys. I really should just title this funnels and surveys, shouldn't I? Because that's like what everyone looks for. I just thought
Yeah.
I thought the alliteration would be nice.
Yeah, I think calls and
Surveys.
surveys.
Yeah, because that's like the main thing people click on. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to surveys, and then we're gonna make sure. Okay, you got your NAL Connect survey. So that's kind of the first step. Is like make sure that you configure your survey. So you would hit edit.
Yeah.
Because remember, even though in IQ we can give everyone pre-built templates, they still got to go in there and like confirm that they like everything. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
yeah, and so if we take a look at this survey, we're putting the call to action always here as this is actually an image we made on Canva.
Yeah.
So
Right.
cool. And so this is a 1 minute video. It's a VSL. So this is like preloaded for everyone. And then if we go next, the reason, remember, we're doing the full name, email, phone, and address because a lot of people can autofill this at one time when they're stacked. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So when they put their address currently, and then you're doing the address.
Actually, this address is just a search thing that makes filling out the bottom even easier. Yeah. I should
Kind of gets a little confusing.
Need to make this
I put like search new and upcoming address, and then once it search, it populates into here.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
That's basically what happens. And then it fills it out for
I would also put like a unit number as well.
I should just like maybe turn it off, right? And
When you turn off. Yeah,
search.
just let them type it in. Let them type it in, dude.
All right, cool. I'm glad we're doing this.
I think the search is cool, but I just think that people are gonna get confused. And if they get confused, they just know what they're doing.
Good call. I'm glad we're doing this together. Okay, so let me save that.
I would put new and upcoming. I would add unit number. I'd add another, because you know how people are. I wouldn't give them a chance to put unit number in the same box. I'd put like a separate box. I'd put like unit number. So they're forced to fill that out. Because you know how people are. They forget, or they just, if they're reading a new and upcoming address plus unit number, they might not put the unit number just by accident. So I think they should be a separate box.
Okay, so should I just say like, new address and then add a unit number or something like that?
Can you do a separate box?
No.
Because if you see like postal, you can't.
Well, maybe, but I don't think so because, I see what you're saying. So like that's the address.
You have
city,
space.
Postal code.
Yeah, or I put like unit, I put like new address, like unit number, and then like city, state, postal. Because you have room at the bottom where you can add something and everything can just kind of be pushed down.
You know, that's interesting. So what I don't think it's in the address natively, but we can add another box separately that just says unit number.
Absolutely.
Something like that. Okay.
That way everything's captured so that Aubrey doesn't have to ask. And then if I'm collecting information as well as a locator, this is a good way to like get their information without manually texting them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the hardest part sometimes is at the end. It's like you're trying to just get their info right away.
Okay. I'm going to put another box and that just straight up asks them for their unit number. Let me just do that real quick. I have to create a custom field. So, okay, this is a good example. Like whenever you're trying to ask something, but it's not natively built in, all you got to do is just create a custom field. So what we're going to do is we're going to do opportunity and then at, and then we're going to do unit number would just be like a single line text, right? Or value, or maybe like number. Okay. So then next, and then the field in here is like unit number, right? Like that. Or do you think it's easier like this?
Like easier like that. Maybe just people.
Yeah, unit number. And then we're going to save it under the opportunity. That way it's visible when you just click the pipeline card. You don't have to like go into the contact, you know? And then opportunity details, and then placeholder here is, I don't know, apartment number. Let's just say it in a different way.
Yeah.
Apartment number. Okay. And then save, basically. And so now that we did that, in just a second, it's going to pop up. You see it says 31, and then we'll just type
pull it over.
Yeah, I see unit number. And then we're just going to pull this over like.
I'd put it below the address. I would put like.
I don't think we can. It's all built in one.
Oh, that's smaller.
I know, right? Like, how do we just like fit it in? I don't think
maybe because you put like.
It's a separate field. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they just add the unit number in here. But if they don't, at least we're asking again, just in case.
I would do it.
Yeah, required for sure. Okay, so then placeholder is a short label. Hello. Okay, type apartment number like that. Okay.
Yeah,
and then I'll get rid of this. And then let's see. I think that's good. Type apartment.
Maybe example. I'd like maybe you do example like unit number 2301.
Oh, I see.
Or no, or something. Yeah, like example. Yeah. There you go. Just something like that where it's like, oh, okay, cool. They're asking for, you know how some people are, man. They're not the brightest, as we all know.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's right. Yeah. So then we'll do like type apartment number. It's so easy. Oh man, patronizing them. Okay, cool. All right.
Is there a move-in date here, or is that on the next? Okay, that's on the next page. Okay.
Yeah. So this one will say, when will you move in? Oh, your custom values aren't set. Okay. So if your thing is empty, which yours is, I've already saved here. So then move-in date would be like, you see move in. And so when will you move in? Yeah, it's this one here. And then so that one, and then
the calendar.
Hold on, let me make this required. And then this is done. When will you move in? Because it's already in the date format. So when they click here, it'll pull up the calendar. Yeah. Okay. What should we save you money on? And so this is like the services. Select the services. And look, it's all in one, bro. So now, so now we don't have to like ask them 10 questions at a time because we're doing the multi-select. Okay. So apartment pipeline. Whenever you ask this stuff, we need to make sure it's set to your pipeline. Damn, you got a lot of pipelines. Oh, no, those are stages. Yeah. Okay. So which one? NAL Connect 1 and 2. What the?
I don't know what that is. I didn't build those.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know what.
We can delete it if it.
Just NAL Connect.
Open or bucks opportunity just in case. Okay, so NAL Connect and then save. Now we're gonna make this required. All right, and then actually, did we do anything for this one. Opportunity settings, NAL Connect, new referral, open, save. Yeah. And then what do we just do for this one? New referral. Okay, good. Now this one, great. That's all we need. We'll work saving you. Would you like to call or text? Okay. What do you prefer? That's the custom value. So this way we're asking them, because you know how Aubrey and them, sometimes they like to text. So it's like, what do you prefer, text or call? And then it's text is fine. Call me ASAP. Yeah. And so this is good. Let's just make sure it's set properly. Yes, it is. Save.
Does she prefer that? You guys went through these like, hey, does it, because I'm sure she had a conversation with you about this and what she likes to ask.
Yeah,
right?
she's open for us to either way. She's kind of open, but she's like, we do text a lot in our business. It's just kind of, but we do it first. That's why I wanted to create like an automation for her. It actually dings her. So I'll explain this as we go along. How about that? So it's not confusing, but I did, just speaking separately, I did want to build her a full utility company automation flow that I think of. That way, you know, it like does the call connect, rings their agents, and like really gets it optimized. You know what I mean? And it's like they don't follow up. It keeps dinging. So I'll build that for her in the future. But what we have now is still really automated and works fine. So, okay. So this is the whole survey. It's actually not that long, you know? So it just shows them a VSL for a minute. And then it's like, give me all your info. And then it's, okay, when is your confirmed mode? What do you actually want help with to save? And then can we text or call you? So once this is done, it's pretty much, that's it. Let's see here. Let me just check. Okay, that's toggled on. That's good. On submit. Okay, message. That's good. And then this call, and then survey settings. What else? One question. Sticky contact. I was making sure sticky contact is on. That's huge, because this way, sticky contact means if there were already a client in your system, which of course they are because they just booked a call with you as a locator, once they go through any other new forms or surveys, if it recognizes info already, like their name and their email and their phone number, it gets pre-filled for them. So they don't even have to, yeah. So as long as they're in your system once, when you forever present them other surveys, other things, it's like, oh, this is John Smith. Okay. And it just puts it in there for like, because of sticky contact. Yep. Yeah, that's what that means. This is also really helpful as well with like remarketing ads, because let's say someone doesn't take action, you remarket to them on Facebook, they click your survey, then it still recognizes them. So it's like faster. Okay. Anyhow, so this is done. Save. And then proceed. Cool. And you see, eventually what we could do with her, it's just because it's not our company, so we haven't prioritized this, but like I was telling them, I was like, yo, on submit, like once this is submitted, it automatically hits her pipeline. So she has the new lead and everything, and it'll email and notify her as well. And that's what she really wants. Is she's like, I want it to email notify me. So we'll show you in a second how that goes automatically. But I was telling Aubrey, I'm like, why don't you just like, instead of this message, I'm like, why don't you just hit them with like another video that like basically like tells them like, why work with us? And it's like goes over it and defeats limiting beliefs. Like, because a lot of people like go with the first provider their apartment tells them to use, you know? So I was like, why don't you just put a video in there that's like well edited, that's like, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. Like your apartment's going to try to recommend one or two, you know, people that they partner with, but going with us is smarter because we can, you know, we're not biased and we can compare everyone and just make sure you get the best deal. It's like, we should put that in there. That would be way more. Yeah. Why don't we just make it and add it, you know? Because that's so much, you know? Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Let's just fund it. Let's just fund it like through a spokesperson or something. Because that would be so powerful. If they're like, this is what you're going to expect and live through, and you need to come to us anyways. That way you just give them more of a reason.
So is it really like after they fill up, they get the video?
Yeah, because they have like a little
one. They get the video first.
Well, yeah, this is just a little 1 minute video that's like what NAL Connect is. So it explains. But I'm saying like when they submit, it would be, you know, we could just put like open URL and then take them to like a landing page that says thank you, like a thank you page with a video that's like why you actually want to work with us. And then it's like, hey, thanks so much. It just warms them up. And hey, you know, some people might not watch it, but the people that do, they might be like, oh, wow, now I really get it. And then like when follow-up becomes easier and everything and outreach, you know, like we need to put like a 2 minute VSL on the thank you page. That's like, this is what's going to happen. Your apartment's going to recommend this and that, but this is why, like 2 reasons you want to work with us. Number 1, we're unbiased. Everyone pays us. So we you know, compare all the providers that your address, you know, has options for. And then number 2,
business, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something to add for the future. Or just NAL.
And then we do like number 2, we're going to save you on average up to 20% off. So why wouldn't you work with us? You know, so then it's like, just make sure that you respond back when we reach out. Thank you. Like, that's it. Just real quick. Yeah. And then so people watch it and they're like, oh, wow, okay, I get it. They're unbiased. They're going to save me money. That makes sense. And so now when we reach out,
convenience.
We reach out to them
and setting it up for them. Did they really set it up all for them? I mean, I know the client.
I think most of it, there's some things where they just can't because they're hands off, but like most of it, yes. But the thing is they're on with them. Like it's a concierge, kind of like us. So like there's some things that they can't do for them, but they're always with them, like making it easy. Like, hey, we got you all set up. This is the best provider. All you need to do is like, you know, sign, they're going to email you this. So, you know, it's just like just a service like that. Yeah. Let's see here back. I mean, it's still sales, but it's value, you know, and free, like kind of like locating. Okay. So now your survey is done. Now everyone knows how to optimize the survey. So what we're going to do now is, now that this survey is done, we're going to look into the automations. That's what really matters. All right. So automations, you have to have these make automations that are custom, that are developer made. So you got your, that's good. This is done. And then that's done. That's good. Okay, cool. So you got your make automations. Now what we're going to do is type.
Make is on.
Yeah. Your make is on. Now we're going to type in the NAL. Yeah, this one. I think there's 2. So this one we're going to, why don't we, let's see. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Website, Google Ads. You want to just put all your NAL stuff in the make folder, or make another? You want to make like another folder that's like, you got to organize your automations. Yeah. Okay, cool. Create folder, and we'll do like NAL Connect, and then we'll do I like to use a plug. Okay, create. And so now what we're going to do is let's go find the two. So here's one. And we're going to move it into NAL Connect, move here. And then what else is there? Approved plus NAL Connect. Yeah, this is the one. And then
what's the approved, like the people that actually submitted?
That's if you tag them approved, everything starts. So let's see here, move to folder. Once I clean it up, it'll make a lot more sense. Okay, criminal and then NAL. That's pretty much it. I'm just going to go through all your automations real quick just to make sure we're not missing anything or a duplicate. And so let's see number 4. Now we're good. Okay. So now let's go into here. All right, now let's just do one at a time. Awesome. So what this does is it email notifies Aubrey the way she wants. So this is like survey submitted, NAL Connect survey submitted, survey is NAL Connect survey. All right, let's make sure that's the right one. Yes. And then that's it, save. So the trigger, this workflow is saying, hey, every single time someone goes ahead and completes the survey, then what's going to happen is it's going to email notify Aubrey. Yeah, so email notify Red Solution.
This is her trigger. Like once it's submitted, this is specifically for her, and just keep it the way it is because this is the way she likes it.
Yeah, exactly. And so what's happening is that there's her email, and then you NAL referral from your name. This is your IQ name, right? Cool. Yeah. And so then this is the body. Hi, Red Door Solutions team. I'm from NAL's Locator IQ, and I have a new recently approved referral for you from, and then this is your name. Below are the details. So these are custom values that get pulled from the survey. Yeah. And so it's like their name, their email, their phone number, their new address. Aubrey was like, that's all I need. And so just in case, here's a little shortcut for her. And I'm like, you can find more info, including their selected services, move-in date, and preferred contact method by logging into your IQ pipeline here. And so I hyperlinked this shortcut for Aubrey and her team, where I'm like, look, this is all the info that like you requested, but there's way more if you click right here. And watch, if she clicks here, look, open in new window, it takes her directly inside of her IQ account in her pipeline. So then she can see your referral. You see, Red Door Solutions. So all she has to do is click in there and say, oh, cool, here's the referral. Makes sense, you know? Yeah, and then let's go ahead and do apartment Ace. Does that change anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, I thought I could like redirect it specifically to yours. So it just takes her into her pipeline, so it's faster, you know? And so here she can like click in. Like, let's pretend this is like a new referral. If she clicks that, she just can click in, and then it'll show her like everything that they selected here in the opportunities. So like all the selected referral, all the selected services, their move-in date, their text preference, it'll be all right here because we saved the custom values and opportunity details. Remember we selected opportunity, not contact. Okay. Yeah, because if it would have contact, isn't it easier? Yeah, it's so much easier. Yeah. That's why, man, dude. And I learned that the hard way. But because I saved like dozens of custom values in contacts. And so when I was clicking on the card, I was like, where the hell are all the answers? And then I was like, oh, I have to boot up this whole nother window. So now we save them right into the opportunity. So you can just see, yeah. So
what does that mean? Opportunity details, password.
Yeah. Okay. So you just click in and you see
learn this stuff. Man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Once you learn, you just kind of know, you know? And so let me see if there's other, like, if there's another example. Yeah. Look at this example. You see this stuff? Survey. You see? So it says like, services, electricity, internet cable, like everything.
So much easier.
And then like moving.
So basically once you get to lead, it's like, okay, write to my IQ and then just call or text whatever template you send it.
Yes, exactly. So that's kind of the idea is letting.
How do I see this now?
You just toggle onto your pipeline. That's it. So like, I'll show you in a sec. Let's just finish this. Looking forward to referring you more. This renter was confirmed approved today because you should have tagged them. We put in a good word already, best. And then your name, your number. And then it says powered by NAL's Locator IQ, just so they know to credit you. So I try to tell everyone, like, don't change this stuff because then she's going to be like, who do I pay? You know? So this will help everyone get paid. Like, oh, okay, it's from the Locator IQ. Then she knows where it's coming from. Then you get paid. All right. Yep. So save. That's done. Let's hit save. And then, so this should be done forever. And so now, the question is, well, how do you start sending your clients the survey, right? That's what this is. So it's like, how do I send them the survey and text them it and email it like automatically? And so this is the survey for that. What we're going to do is do a trigger and it says pipeline stage changed, pipeline drag to approved. Oh God, this is wrong. Okay. You know, that's wrong though. I'm glad that we're fixing this. I wonder if I can just push it to your account. So
doesn't it push to everybody's account once you save it?
Yeah, but let me show you how to do it like quickly. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here, like individually. That way, because dude, messing around with like total account updates, it's a little finicky. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go into the template account. We're going to go to automations. Let's go find it real quick. I think it's just like NAL Connect survey, criminal NAL Connect add survey link here. I think this is it. Let me just double check. And then this is like tagged. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. So we're gonna click the 3 dots and then copy the sub account. And I'm just gonna throw it right into yours. Yeah, apartment Ace group. And then I'm just gonna throw it right on into yours. Done. So now we go back to yours. Let's just make sure we have it first. NAL, back now, NAL. There, you see the red one? So now this one, approved NAL Connect, we can just delete forever. So let's delete this, confirm, delete. And then now we're just gonna use this one here. So let's move it into the right folder. This one, move here. Now let's go into it. You see this has the right trigger. So this is saying, hey, whenever you manually tag anyone approved, this is going to also run. Oh, yeah. So here it says, duplicate the contact card, like in the pipeline, into your NAL Connect pipeline, and then into new referral. And then the name is their name and then their date. And then opportunity source is tagged approved. That means if you look into the contact card and you're like, where do they come from? It'll tell you tagged them approved. And so any previous stage, let's toggle that on, hit save. All right, great. Now what it's going to do here is text them. So it'll say, and you can change this if you want and like say it in your own words. but it's like, hey, John Smith, here's your link to NAL Connect, our utility concierge. It takes 2 minutes to fill out, and they'll compare providers to try and save you up to 20% on your bills. Quick and easy. Complete this survey. And so here, what we want to do is drop the survey link. And so we couldn't pre-fill this out for everyone because they all have unique links. Does that make sense? Like you have a unique link compared to no, not make. It's just because like every account on IQ has a unique URL link to the survey. That's why we couldn't that's why I'm saying like whenever we can pre-fill a lot, we can pre-make templates for people, but not when it comes to like URL changes, because how would we know what's going to be generated? Yeah. So what we do though to show you how to do it and everyone else is you just go into your funnels and forms, go to your survey real quick, and then just like go and copy your NAL Connect survey link. So you just come over here and then hit, and you could just take it from here like that. And then you just copy it. And then here you just paste it, And so, so complete this survey done. And then you can even text it to yourself to test.
Leave your name at the bottom so they don't think it's weird.
Yes, if you want, absolutely you can. And so here you could be like
I'll just put Alex. This is my, I put my brokerage for now.
So this is done, save. And this is like little notes I add for you. So here I'm saying, remember to paste your NAL Connect survey link from funnels and forms and surveys and preview. That's what we just did. And then try adding an MP3 voice clip of yourself, selling it. It helps. Use Easy Audio Recorder app on your MacBook. You see this right here? The Easy Audio Recorder. That's one way to do it.
See it.
That's okay. Well, it's one way to do it. So
you save it as MP3 and then you can throw it in there.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but you could, you can just add an MP3 clip of you being like, hey, what's up? Like, yeah, add it, and then you go find it. You're like, look at this.
It's not a voicemail drop.
It's a text. I would also do a voicemail drop. Like, why not? And so look at this one. Hey, it's Pierre. Thanks so much for signing up for NAL video. So welcome. That's what I did. Oh, okay. Well, this is like an MP3, so you could like just attach it. See? Yep. And so now it'll text them that. Again, it's not necessary, but like you can strengthen your text like that.
Yeah, it would be strengthened a bit. Oh yeah, it's Alex.
And then just something like, hey, look, just like I promised, like these guys are great. They're going to save you 20% off your utilities because they're not biased like your apartment complex. That's it. And then and then it lives forever.
And then what happens? Like, does it text them a couple times or no? This is like one time.
This will text them one time here, and then that's why you want to strengthen it. Then it's going to email them, and then it'll email that as promised. We'll set up your utilities and NAL Connect, whatever you want to add there. And then this is and then this is kind of, we hit edit, like this is kind of the, oh shit, that's not good. Okay, well, let's just not do a template. Let's go ahead and do none then. And then you really just want to turn this into like an email. So like, look, let's just do this on the fly since it's blank. What we could do now, oh no, I clicked the wrong one. What we could do is just like jump into ChatGPT and just say, hey, maybe an email, and then paste it. And then it'll just do it real quick. Here's a polished email. Save up 20% on your utilities. And so something like subject. And you really don't even have to fill out from name or from email. If you don't fill it out, it just automatically pulls from your IQ settings. So it's not a big deal. But here you could do like NAL Connect and then paste it in there. Save up to 20% on your utilities. Yeah. Or
that's good because they'll see a text message, and then if they forget, when they see the email, they'll remember.
Yeah, whatever you want to write here, basically. And then so it's fine, right? Yeah. And then so here is like that. Copy. Let's see if we like this. Hey, here's your personalized link to NAL Connect, our free utilities service. It only takes 2 minutes to fill out to compare providers. Quick, easy, no obligation. I don't know about no obligation.
I would say like quick, easy.
Save up to 20%.
Free setup. Yeah, save it to quick, easy, save it to 20%. That's it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Complete.
Let me know if you have any questions. Done. And then I click here, and then that's the link. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And so save. And so now I think the note I put is try adding a voicemail drop as an attachment. It helps a lot. So, we couldn't just pre-record it for everyone because no one likes the AI voices, but we could just click into here. You could just type in voicemail and then just like attach it.
Add the MP3. Yeah. And it calls that once. And it just says,
It doesn't even call them. It just drops it.
Exactly. It just drops the voicemail. Voicemail into the email? Into like their call?
Into their actual cell phone voicemail.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, I would just set that up because then you've chatted them, emailed them, and voicemail. That's a lot,
Yeah, and they'll remember as soon as they're ready to set it up, whether it's now or later.
Yeah, because
they'll probably remember.
Because the idea is you would talk to them about this on your Zoom call. So it's not like the first time they're hearing about it. It's on the call while you're closing them as a locator. You're going to say, hey, and at the end, we do this really cool thing as a company where we refer you. They unbiasedly try to save you money on your utilities. So I'll make sure I send that over. So they should like already know, that it's coming. And so, okay, cool. So that's why I don't think it takes more than one text and email into voicemail. Like that's plenty, so. Okay. Yep. And then so wait 5 minutes and then it's going to send a second text. You can make this like wait 10 minutes, whatever you want. And then the text is like, hey, quick heads up, your apartment may push certain providers, but don't lock anything in just yet. At NAL Connect, we can compare multiple providers and save you up to 20% off. Just selling it again. Here's your link to get started. Oh, shoot. Let's grab the link then.
Would you send them a second? How long till you send them a second text in 5 minutes?
Yeah, but you can change that. Yeah. I just send it to them like that. I mean, let's take the link though real quick. Yeah. It's just my way to kind of defeat what might happen. And so we kind of go into the second text and then drop that link. But like I said, you don't have to use this. You don't have to text it. You could just delete it. So really,
I think it's fine. Do you think that's annoying after 5 minutes? Or
no, I don't think so because you're saying something different. You're not like saying the same thing again. You're like, hey, I forgot to say that your apartment might, push this on you, but keep in mind we're not biased though.
Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. I don't care if they get once they close, once they get approved, they're at like their pinnacle and they're so happy. So they're probably not gonna be upset with like a text messages that save them money.
Yeah, So
especially within 5 minutes. I think that's fine. And then what's 1 month?
it's a waiting
Long-term
step,
nurture?
and then it throws them into long-term nurture. Oh, this is like, hey, wait a month, then throw them into long-term nurture.
What's a long-term nurture?
Yeah, the long-term nurture is like the 1 year nurturing automation that just gives them like renter advice every month or so until like 9 or 10 months in. Then it's like asking them if they want to rent another apartment and work with you again. It's still, I'm finalizing it today. So let me go ahead, and for now we can just delete it. And
Because you
then,
can just keep building on that, where it's like every 3 months, like, hey, hope you're enjoying your apartment.
so yeah, what I'm just off base a little, off topic a little bit. What I'm working on is the long-term nurture is done, but it's static. So it's like, it's all the same messages for everyone. What I'm working on today to make it better for everybody using IQ is I'm gonna plug in ChatGPT 4, dude. And like, then everyone's text and emails will be used. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Add step, ChatGPT. Yeah, ChatGPT powered by OpenAI. And so, yeah, it's new. And so one thing is connecting ChatGPT. That's not the hard part. This is easy, but it's the prompt, bro. The prompt is hard. So I'm going to have to develop a very detailed prompt that works. So that's what I'm testing. But it's basically going to be like, look, we're apartment. It's going to be a super long prompt that I'm working on. It'll basically say, hey, we're apartment locators. What's happening right now is we're trying to build, like, they already rented their apartment. We're trying to build rapport with them every single month, and then give like little renter tips, advice like this. Then I have to put in examples in there. Like, hey, set your AC to 75 degrees. That's how you save the most, things like that. So I have to give it a bunch of examples and say, continue to give examples and make sure every response is unique. So that's what I'm working on, and to make that long-term nurture like better. That way, no one's just sending the same text to everyone,
Can you send a text on a certain date
Yes.
as well?
Yes.
Would that be too overwhelming if you have like a lot of people in your system, or you're sending like the same text message on like Christmas or New Year?
Nah, it's not overwhelming. IQ can handle it. Let's see here.
Like, it wouldn't like flag your account, like flag your phone number, where it's like, oh, you can't text 150 people Merry Christmas at once.
No, you can. You could text like thousands. The thing is, that's why you have an A2P application that was approved before, and then they let you do that. However, we do have like built-in warm-up periods in IQ, because even though you technically can text thousands of people at once, you can't do that if you're a brand new account. So you have to go through a warm-up period with your phone number. Yeah, and so we have built-in warm-up periods. I can show you that here in a second on like what your like to find out what your limit is. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can take little steps to like keep increasing it to like thousands a day. Okay, so this is now done. That's why I changed the green emoji. So again, what this is saying is, remember, the second you manually tag anyone approved, it's going to clean and do all of this stuff for you. And so now you're done. So now let me show you like the use case to this. So you would go to your pipeline, okay? And then this is your apartment ACE pipeline, right? Like your main one. So once someone is in the applied and approved right here, so approved. Once you drag them here, what you should do is you should like click on this random card, and then you see the tags right here. All you have to do is tag them approved, like that.
She just got approved recently.
Oh, really? Should I tag her now?
Is everything else okay?
Yeah, everything's ready. So her name's Harper. Watch this, update, and then done. And so now let me show you this. If you go to your pipeline, it should have spit her into here. It did, Harper. And so now Harper is, that, hey, she got sent this everything on NAL Connect. Test one again. Let me delete this stupid test. Delete that. Okay. So what else is cool is, let me show you this. Let's go into her contact page, the annoying contact page. Let's pull this up, because I'm going to show you like how to see what automation someone's in current. Yeah. So then you just pull up contacts.
And I can see that they filled out before.
Yes. So I'll show you where. All right. So if you go under the contact here, if you scroll down, wait, let's just get rid of this. Hide empty. Yeah. Always check off hide empty fields, so you're not looking around like an idiot. All right. And now we come down here, and then you see automation. Watch this. Active. She's in the NAL Connect right now. You see? Yep. And then if you want to yank her out, you're like, oh no, she shouldn't have entered that. You just hit X. Okay. It just stops all the steps. And then so for past, look, it says like, hey, she lived through this. That's what moved her. You see these make automations? That's what moved her over and like duplicated everything. Yeah. Okay. So I wouldn't touch those. Okay.
No. And then how do we see Aubrey's? Or how do we see, like, isn't there a duplicate one for me where it shows? Or basically, is my pipeline mirrored to what Aubrey sees?
Yeah, it's basically mirrored. What else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, I was going to show you like how to see. It's under activity. So real quick though, under activity right here, it'll say like she completed the survey. It'll say like NAL Connect survey submitted when she actually does. You see? Yeah. Yeah. And so this is like where you communicate with her. Oh, sorry, no, this is like actions and stuff. You see opportunity created into the NAL, Connect. And then so here the activity, you'll see like, hey, she submitted the form, and you can see all this stuff right here. And if she didn't, because you have partial submissions on, it'll say, hey, she partially completed this form and then bounced before like actually completing everything. It'll show you a partial submission, or if she fully submitted it right here. It's all under the contact card. You can also give people access to like courses and stuff right here, just between us, you see? And you can like give her, if you were on the NAL account, you can like give her like courses right here. So if someone's like, I don't have access, you just give them access right here. Same with the community. Yeah. So the contact is all the technical stuff. Okay. Now,
and then how about how I see Aubrey's, or how I can follow along, or what that looks like?
Totally. So let me show you one last thing. Is if you go into NAL Connect, and then you see how you have one person in here right now, that's their client. And so what you can do is if you actually go into the automation, you can click on enrollment history and you can see who's in it. You see Harper? And so here it says date that she joined just now, and then current action. Look, this is displaying your time zone, which is good. And then current action, she's like waiting 5 minutes now to get that second text. You see? Yeah, and then execution logs is like if you really want detail, it's like, look, it's here waiting, and then it's like added to workflow, executed. So
That's sick. This is so much easier now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I was just texting it over to her, and then after taking the call yesterday with Aaron, I'm like, wait a second, I got to get this going now because I can just turn these on regardless. It just works. It just works for me.
I wonder why I skipped these. Skipped due to no phone number. Skipped no phone number. And then, yeah, you see, if you don't know what's going on, that's when you would go into this execution log to see like what happened. No email. What?
Keep looking at that card. That's weird.
Skipped. Push notify you. Notification for assigned user. No assigned user for the contact. Oh, waiting 5 minutes. Oh, crap, dude. We might have to push.
No, you.
Yeah.
I wasn't assigned to the user.
Let's see. Maybe notify you. Push notify. New NAL Connect invite. Conversation. User assigned to the contact. Yeah, like something's up with her card, man. Because everything.
Yeah, something might not be in there.
Yeah, because everything fired well. It's just like it was like no email.
But she didn't get anything.
No, she didn't get anything. It just says skipped. So now we're gonna go to pipeline, and then yeah. So let's see here, Harper. Let me just pull up Red Door Solutions. Okay, let's see here. Let me pull this up for a second. Let's just like make sure that Harper actually, let's just go into pipeline. Yeah, and then this will be Alex, and then test one again. Yeah, you know why though? Probably because of that no email problem with her card. Sure, you have to have an email at least for it to work. Yeah, let's see here. Confirm, and then let me just get rid of this stupid test, department ace, and then we're gonna go into. Let's go into like her contact. Let's see. Yeah, bro, look. No phone, no email.
That's so weird. She must have forgot to put something in there. Here, I have.
Yeah, for sure. That's why. At least we know it didn't break. It wasn't the automation.
Like, of course, the one we put in, the one phone number I don't have. I have it here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now once you update it, you have to retag her or like turn the tag off.
Nah, there's a better way that's more precise. So what we want to do in this case is, and that's why it didn't fire to the Red Door solution. It needs at least an email. Otherwise, it's like this isn't really a contact. So I think that's why like we didn't see it under your pipeline. Is it was like, yo, there's not even an email. So okay. And so now what we're gonna do is go into her contact, and we're going to manually yank her out of the automation and like and put her in like by force. And so let me see here.
I took one from mom's play.
Oh, okay, I see. And so now that we're under her, you see this past automation here. That's like it did run her through, but it didn't send anything. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit add automation like manually, and we're gonna type in the NAL, this one, the green, the NAL Connect add survey link. I'm gonna just rename this for you too, so it's easier. And then for the date, you would just click now, and then now, and then add, and then boom, now she's in it. And look, she did. Oh, look, it says pending, and the tech. She just got this, and then the icon. Yeah, so it's like she just got that. So now if she clicks here, it takes her right into the survey. See? Yeah, and then she can, if she wants.
Hi there. We started NAL because we.
And then she can see. All right, so it worked. And so now let's just double check. Let's go to automation, and then let's go into NAL Connect, and then let's see. Look, it says 2 now. Let's go ahead and see the enrollment history. Is okay. Look, it's her again, and see view, and we're gonna go to execution log. There we go. Look, remove that. Look, add duplicated again. Like text executed, email executed, push notify you skipped. Okay, because you're not assigned to her. And then
just tell me something like, hey, we sent this out.
Yeah. So if you look into the push notification, and like it doesn't really matter. You just know whenever you tag them, it's gonna happen. But it would have push notified you if you have the mobile app on your phone. It would have said, hey, we automatically invited, Harper to start the NAL Connect via email and text. The utility content provider will receive your referral regardless of survey completion. Does that make sense? So this means this makes sense. Yeah, like because you texted her the survey link to complete, right?
Yeah.
Even if you did. No, sorry, the automation did. The automation texted her the survey link to complete. But even if she doesn't complete it, it still pushes over to Aubrey's pipeline. So like she'll still see her here. So like that's the point. So even if clients don't complete the survey link, Aubrey will still at least have their name, email, and phone number. Now they might not have her address and all the other survey question answers, because they never completed the survey. But we can. That's what Make is doing. Does that make sense? Like Make on the background is like still copying the whole contact card into her pipeline, regardless if they didn't complete the survey.
Right. It goes right in there. So like they have an opportunity to reach out.
They have an opportunity the second you tag them approved, which is what they wanted anyways. They got me on that.
And then Aubrey still gets a message like, hey, does she get a message? Or does she have to go in there manually?
She has to go in there.
If she got like a message that says like, hey, you just got a referral from Alex or whoever, and the card is in your pipeline now.
Yeah. I'm going to take a note of that because we have to do that in Make.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
Because she does act quickly, Aubrey. She responds anytime I messaged her over the past few months about like, hey, I got a client interested. Like, here's their guest card, so you understand like when they're looking to move and all the information. And she responds fast. So I think if she got a message like that automated to her phone about someone that's interested in utilities and that the card's already there with the info, the team member can just jump on and whoever it's assigned to.
Yeah. So right now she does get notified via email with that little shortcut to take her there if they complete the survey. But I'm gonna set up a notification even if they don't complete the survey, and when Make just duplicates it over. Does that make sense? Like that way there's still a chance, you know? And then in that notification, I'll say, hey, look, you got the basic contact info, name, email, phone number now, but there is a chance that like in the next day or so, they might actually complete the survey and then you'll have more updates, right?
Yep.
Something like that. Okay.
So how do I see it in real time with hers?
Yeah. So that's what that other make automation was. So you don't have to do anything. It's just done. So if you just go to your pipeline, okay, so if she does this and moves her to like a stage, it'll automatically move your card over.
Right.
Yeah. So basically your pipeline is connected to hers. And if she comes in here and puts a note and says blah, 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 you can see her notes. Yeah. So now you're not worried about like, I wonder how it's going with my client. We're just asking Aubrey, hey, you know, if you will, drag the card over to the right stage so the agent don't bug you and like put in a note. So that way they don't have to call you at time. They can just see it dynamic. And it updates in like 2 seconds. Like if she drags it over, boom, yours is dragged over. And so, you know, yeah. So new referral, ghosted, progress.
And this is everything that she wanted. Like that makes sense for her business, correct?
Right. Yeah.
That's cool. Whatever she wants, I don't care because it's her pipeline. I just get to see it. So that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Really great.